Hi everyone, it's Renee Yvonne with CompoundPharmacyMarketing.com, and I hope that you enjoyed the free summer marketing video series that you've been watching. Over the series, I've discussed some advertising techniques that you can use to make your ads more effective so you will know where your business is coming from and if it's even a cost-effective thing for you to do. I've talked about 3 unique ways to market to doctors that maybe you hadn't considered before to get them on your own turf, to bypass having to pay for a lot of lunches, and to help you save some money, yet still get the information you need in order to get doctors to write compounds for you. And then finally, I talked a little bit about social media and putting together a Facebook page that will engage your patients that you already have and also help you bring in new patients, because while they're on Facebook chatting with their friends, they can say, oh yeah, you know what, I can refill my prescription while I'm here. They don't have to leave and go to a different website to do that. Now, if you liked tips like this, I have a bunch more that I would love to share with you, and I'm going to, if you will allow me to. This summer, I am introducing the Fillmore Compound Summer Camp, and there are going to be 10 activities in this summer camp. Now, this summer camp can be taken at any time, so don't feel like I have to do it this summer. I'm just calling it that because it's a nice, catchy name. And honestly, a lot of times during the summer, you might notice that things get a little bit slower because doctors are going out of town, kids are out of school, people are taking vacation. And this is a great opportunity for you to take a step back and to reassess, am I where I want to be in my business right now? I still have 6 months to go. We can still finish strong. And a great way to do that is to really work on your marketing right now. So, hence, the summer camp is being introduced. So let me tell you what's in the summer camp, what you're going to get in the summer camp, and then, of course, what the investment is for the summer camp. The summer camp has 10 activities that you'll be following along with. The first one is goals. We're going to talk about where you are right now, where you want to be, and what steps do we need to take in between to make sure that you reach the goals that you want to have for your pharmacy. It could be monetary goals. It might be goals per compound. It may be hiring a new marketer. It may be bringing in new pharmacists. It may be you actually taking a vacation. Whatever those goals are, we need to lay those out and then put together a plan for how that's going to happen. The second activity is planning and strategy. A lot of times the goals don't go as well as we think they should because we don't really have a true strategy for how it's going to happen. So in this module, we're going to look at 6 ways to effectively market your compound pharmacy. We're going to put together a one-page marketing plan that's going to be changeable every 30 days. So instead of looking at the whole entire year and being completely overwhelmed, we're just going to take a small chunk, work on that, and then revise it each month. And this way you have a strategy for what you're going to do and how you're going to handle any new business that comes in. The third activity is DIY or hire. Should you market yourself or should you hire someone? I'm going to give you the pros and cons of being the person who markets from your end, and how to hire someone, where to look for them, how to put the ad together to find that person, what questions to ask them during the interview, and of course, how to compensate them and get them trained. In the fourth module or activity, we're going to be talking about getting past the gatekeeper. This seems to be one of those things that marketers have a really challenging time with when they first go out. How do I get that gatekeeper to let me in to see the doctor? Well, I'm going to talk about how to get next to the gatekeeper, not past her. I'm going to talk about how to befriend all of the people in the office and get them to be your unpaid sales force, singing your praises to the doctor about what an amazing service you have. We're going to talk about what you need to be asking the receptionist or the gatekeeper when you go in, and how to engage with him or her so that every time you go in, they just let you back in to see the doctor. I know you would like to know how to do that, so I'm going to share that with you. The fifth module is talking to the doctor. Okay, so now you've gotten past the gatekeeper, you're in the doctor's office or wherever you're meeting them, and now what do you say? I'm going to talk to you about what questions to ask, what to say and what not to say, what to bring with you into those appointments, and we're going to talk about how to follow up with the doctor without being a pest. In the sixth module, I'm going to talk about patience because I believe in a two-pronged approach in marketing. It's great to have the doctor writing for you, but it is not great if they give the prescription to the patient and the patient doesn't know it needs to come to you. So we're going to talk about how to market to patients. Where do you go find these patients? Who your target audience is, how to get them into your pharmacy, what to say to them, what language to use. We can't use the same language with the doctors that we use with the patients. So we're going to talk about how to engage those patients and get them on your side as well. In the next activity, we're going to be discussing trade shows, and we're going to be talking about health fairs and seminars. And this is a big one because oftentimes we're not exactly sure what to do in a trade show. I know we show up and we have all this stuff and material and we have a giveaway, but then we don't follow up with them. So we're going to talk about finding great titles for your seminars when you have one, how to create a compelling call to action so people want to do something, how to follow up with people who come to your health fair, trade show booth, or come to your seminar. And we're going to talk about what types of materials to hand out and what do you absolutely need to have to make the trade show successful and profitable and effective for your business. The next module we're going to discuss, this is the ninth one I think I'm on, is in-store marketing. So often we forget that when they come into the store, your patients or doctors or potential patients, that we don't do any in-store marketing. We need to talk about signage, how you answer the phone. Does all of your staff know that you compound? Let me tell you, I've been in some pharmacies where staff didn't know what compounding was. So we need to make sure that your staff knows what it is, and I'm going to give you about 20 ideas on how you can do some in-store marketing and make that even more effective for your business. And the 10th activity that I'm going to be covering is social media marketing. I know social media marketing is the hot thing. Everybody's talking about it. Do I use Facebook? Should I use Twitter? What about YouTube? Well, I'm going to talk about the ones that are most effective for compound pharmacy. Every social media outlet out there isn't the best thing for your pharmacy. And so you have to know your patients, you have to know who your people are, and you have to know how they will react. And I'm going to share with you some social media that I don't think you realize is really social media. And we're going to talk about what types of social media you can use in order to engage your prospects and your doctors. And I have a bonus activity that I'm going to be doing an interview with a friend of mine who is a public relations specialist, and we're going to talk about how to get the media to court you, how to get into the newspaper or radio, and how to handle those types of media situations. And we're going to talk about how to handle negative publicity if someone writes a bad review on Yelp or Facebook about you. What do you do about that? What do you do about a situation that may come up? We all know about the situation in New England. What happens when the media comes to you and asks you about a situation that isn't even about you? How do you answer those types of questions? We're going to be covering that in the bonus sessions activity of the summer camp. Now, doesn't that sound like a lot? And that is a complete program. You won't see anything like this anywhere else. You won't have the ability to talk about social media plus trade shows and public relations anywhere else. So I'm offering it to you here. So let me tell you how the summer camp will work. The summer camp has those 10 activities plus that bonus. And they're all going to be recorded. So you can attend summer camp whenever you like. Very different from summer camp when you were a kid, right? So if you decide that you want to go to summer camp on Sunday afternoon, you can go to summer camp Sunday afternoon. And if you decide you want to do summer camp at 2 a.m., you can do that at 2 a.m. You will have access to the summer camp for as long as you want it, and you can share it with other members in your pharmacy. So if you get a new marketer and they want to go through the summer camp, they can do that as well. The summer camp will consist of the recordings for each of the activities. Some will be audio, some video. So it just depends on if I have to show something. You'll have PDF transcripts that you can download and use at any time so that you can take notes. I like to take notes, so I like to provide the notes for people so that they can take notes alongside of it. You will also get worksheets for the activities so that you can work through and see where you're at, especially when we're talking about goals and planning. You'll be able to sit down and really map out what it is that you want to accomplish. And there are some bonuses involved in this. The first bonus that I'm offering in the summer camp is a 30-minute one-on-one coaching session with me. You can schedule this at any time during your summer camp, and we'll sit down and I'll answer any question that you have, or we can use that as a time to plan and strategize what it is that you'd like to do in your compound pharmacy. The next bonus is a private Facebook group, and this group is set up for you to ask questions and collaborate with your other colleagues. The third bonus is you will receive a copy of How to Market to Family Practice Practitioners. It's a webinar that I have. It's one of my best sellers. And in that webinar are 5 to 10 prescription sheets that you can take to the doctor right away. And last but not least, you will receive access to From the Doctor's Mouth. It's an interview that I did with the urologist, and he talks to you as a doctor what he likes to see from a marketing or pharmaceutical rep. So you can't get it any better than that, than hearing it directly from that person. So you're going to get all of that in this particular summer camp for the introductory price of $697. And to make sure that I take away all your excuses, I have a payment plan. You can pay it off in 3 easy payments of $257. So there you go. You cannot get all of this information anywhere for that price. I know. I've been to seminars. I've been to conferences. The registration alone is sometimes $800. Plus you need a flight and you need a hotel room and you've got to eat and you might need a car. So I know this is a steal for everything that you're going to get. So if you're ready to sign up and be a part of the summer camp, and it is starting on August 2nd, if you're ready to get started with that, go ahead, sign up on the link below. You can get all of your bonuses right away, plus schedule your 30-minute session, and then you will get reminders of when the summer camp is ready to start, and you can join summer camp with me. I'm Renee Yvonne with CompoundPharmacyMarketing.com, hoping to see you in the Fillmore Compound Summer Camp this summer. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.